Best place to be right here. Playoff time is where you gonna get the 100% out of everybody. Just go hard or go home.
Welcome to NFL Replay, an all-access pass to the sights and sounds from game day that you won't find anywhere else. Featuring NFL Films cameras capturing all of the action, including Ben Roethlisberger and Elvis Dumervil wired for sound.
How much are you got? Let's roll. We out here now. Yeah.
Plus, exclusive footage from DenverBroncos.com. After missing out on a first-round bye, the Steelers headed out west with the NFL's top-ranked defense, but with an offense plagued by injuries. The Broncos backed into the postseason despite an offense struggling down the stretch under Tim Tebow. After falling behind early, the Broncos responded with 20 straight points.
Tim Tebow has a Bronco touchdown.
But with their season on the line, Roethlisberger led a dramatic fourth-quarter comeback.
Throwing on the run for the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh!
Setting the stage for Tebow to engineer the shortest overtime in NFL history.
Touchdown, Denver is over!
It's one of the most incredible playoff games of all time as the Broncos pull off the AFC wildcard upset that few thought was possible. Right now on NFL Replay.
I love Tebow out here, boy. That's crazy.
I ain't worried about Tebow. I ain't worried about the Broncos. What about us, bro? What about us and us riding out?
It's gonna be a long day if you ain't got this orange on. If you ain't in this orange, it's gonna be a long day for you.
Hey, doesn't matter what's happened before today. Today's a brand new day. It's a brand new season. Nothing else has mattered. Good, bad, and different. It's all about today, and it starts with us. We go as you up front go. So let's go. We hit you this way.
It starts with us now. Hey, we missing somebody named Chris Cooper. Let's do it for Cooper now. All right. Let's go, baby. Cooper on 3. 1, 2, 3.
This Denver defense put up a big performance last week. They'll need another one today as they go with Redmond fighting for 2 yards, running into the arms of Joe Mays. The second down and 8. And they go 5 wides. Roethlisberger launches it long down the sideline and was looking for Wallace. But Champ Bailey wasn't going to let him out of his sight. Comes a blitz. Man is open. It's caught by Miller, and he's got the first down. Bounced out by Quentin Carter at the 35, a gain of 8. First down at the 35. Straight drop. Toss. Open. Miller inside the 40 and down at the 33. He was left alone. Roethlisberger was knocked down after the throw. The completion good for 33.
Heath Miller coming across the formation from the left. Here he goes across to the right. It's a zone defense. Nobody follows him down the field. The speed of the outside receivers kept the safety in the corners where nobody could come inside and give them any help.
Second down and 7. Backpedaling and throwing over the head of Antonio Brown with Goodman guarding. Quick toss. Wallace. Can he break free? No. He is swarmed under. First to hit him was Chris Harris, and the Steelers will have to bring out Sweesom for a field goal try. Kapanos on the hold, and the kick by Sweesom. It's good.
The Steelers are on the board first, but up next, the Broncos find the end zone in royal fashion.
And he makes the catch. Did he come down with the ball? Touchdown, Denver.
On first down, Ben For the third time, he finds Miller, and he picks up 7. Ridden out by Von Miller. 3 pass plays to Miller for 48 yards. Denver has 10 total. It's Redmond picks up the first. And finally, DJ Williams and Joe Mays tackle him at the 46. Second down and 10. And Redmond stutter step move, and it's effective as Redmond spins for about 9.5. And it was Bruton who brought him down about again, half yard shy of the first. It is Redmond, and he falls, looks like right on the line that he needed. Broderick Bunkley on the tackle. Second down and 7. Ball came out as he stretched it out about a yard shy. Emmanuel Sanders with the catch, brought down by Bush. It's a 3rd and 1. 2 minutes to go first quarter. And Redmond easily finds a little lane and spins. He's big at this spinning move, as you watch the Steelers all season long, and it works. This goes for 13. He's running behind the rookie from Temple, Marcus Gilbert, this time.
I like this short yardage running play, Jim, and what they're going to do. Here goes David Johnson. Now go the other way. The linebackers, they're trained. Follow the fullback. Uh-oh, you get caught in a little trap block on the backside. Well-designed. Love a little misdirection on those type of plays, 3rd and short, because the defense is going to overreact to the first thing they see.
Big moment here for this Denver defense, needing to hold them to just a field goal. Roethlisberger throws. There was contact, but there's no flag. Bush got tangled up with Antonio Brown, and we'll see Sweesum for the 2nd time here in the opening quarter.
Well, what they're trying to do, trying to go outside, a guy coming underneath, and you're right, it's incidental tripping, but that is a lot of contact. So you've seen it early. They're letting the defensive backs have a little contact. Strike zone's been established. Stay with it. He wants pass interference, but it was just incidental tripping down the field.
That's the best movement I've seen on that ankle. He went after that official. Said, wait a minute, where's the flag? 38-yard try. Sweesum needs a hook. Got it just in time.
Tango. Alert. 94.
Look how many people near the line of scrimmage.
And once again, they have no chance after the exchange.
Lion, Gordon.
Let's see if Tebow can manage to move Denver on 2nd and 12. Fires it, has the completion. Ball is out. Decker just pounded on the completion. He was walloped by Monday and Harrison. They're calling it on the field a catch for 20 yards.
It's a zone defense. James Harrison watching the quarterback. He sees the completion, goes inside, and gets the hit low on Eric Decker.
Eric Decker's knee is just a sprain, so he'll be day-to-day, so that was actually good news.
Pittsburgh was challenged to ruling on the field of a completed pass.
You'll see a sequence of replays. It's very close. Decker hit low by Harrison, and was the ball squirting out before the elbow hit the ground? That's the question.
Well, let's just watch it, Jim. Harrison on the hit. Is the ball moving out as it goes down and turning? Very close. You know, if you're going to judge it that tightly, I don't think they will. I think it's going to be down by contact. So you see the back of that football, it does move, but of course it is allowed to move in the process of a catch.
After review, the receiver did not maintain control of the ball throughout the process of completing the catch. Therefore, it is an incomplete pass. Please reset the game clock. 14:56.
Well, there you go. It's ruled an incompletion.
3rd down.
They took Decker to the locker room. And now it's 3rd and 12. Tebow launches the long ball for Thomas. Demaryius Thomas has the catch at the 30-yard line of Pittsburgh. The play they've been waiting for weeks. He beats Ike Taylor for 51.
I had an 18-yard route, and I felt like they went to, they backed off into coverage. I saw him rolling out to the left, and I knew we talked about doing a lot of scramble drills, and so Ike had bit up hard on the stop route. So I just took it deep, and he saw me throw it.
Is that a receiver or tight end? He's big, whatever he is.
He's supposed to be the next Calvin Johnson.
Really?
Denver reporting to us that we will not see Decker again in this game with the knee injury. From the locker room, 2nd and 9. And Tebow going to the end zone, and the ball is caught by Eddie Royal. Was he in? Yes! Touchdown Broncos! There's a Steeler down, Brett Kiesel. They come back from 3rd and 12. Hit 2 big pass plays. Eddie Royal on the receiving end.
I think it definitely gave us some momentum when we hit DT down the sidelines. Then we hit Eddie for the touchdown, and I think that definitely gave us momentum. And we were clicking pretty good from then on out.
Finally! I got the free safety good too. I went, Hey, DT, that's how you scramble drill, man. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Good ball, baby.
Coming up next on NFL Replay, Tebow time comes early.
John Clay begins this series as the running back. Brown shifting over to the right side. And dropped by David Johnson. Fake the draw. Roethlisberger, he wants a long ball of his own. Looking for Wallace, who has it at the 30 of Denver. Hold on here. Did he catch it cleanly? Did it come off the ground?
Yep. I'm listening to the crowd noise.
Denver was challenged to ruling on the field of a completed pass.
How long are you going to do this? How long are you going to do this? What is this? What is this, 15? You're older than Hines.
Is there a little bounce off the ground here?
Ball does slip down a little. Look at the left forearm. Doesn't look like it's on the ground there. And then you see the left forearm go under. Tight call.
After review, the receiver did not have control of the ball. Therefore, it was an incomplete pass.
He'll take those 52 yards.
20-yard line.
Take him right back and make it 3rd and 10.
Please reset the game clock to 13-14.
Both teams successful on challenges in this quarter. Second quarter is usually been a disaster for Denver this year. But they have a touchdown on the board in this quarter today. And 3rd and 10, and Roethlisberger anxiously resets. And the play is dead. I thought I saw a flag. Incomplete instead.
4 down, 4 down.
First and 10 from the 27. And that time it's good for about 2 for McGahee. Play fake, 2nd and 7. Tebow down the field. Thomas has it in stride. Tries to get away from Taylor. Cuts back twice on him and takes Taylor with him to the ground at the 13. He beats Ike Taylor for another long one. This time 57.
Here's what you worry about. Thomas comes down, makes a little move, then takes off. So watch Ike Taylor. Everybody else is up because they're trying to stop the run. That was some nice move that Demaryius Thomas makes. And now you're chasing. Good job of tackling before he scores the touchdown.
Throughout the whole week, I know they match up Ike with like the top biggest receiver, and I just watch him the whole week and watch the things that he do. And if I can get open, I'll make plays.
He just did a great job. I think the coaches coached him up well this week on how to attack the corners and giving them a lot of different looks with splits, with timing, with the different play actions, double moves, and he did a great job with it and just made a bunch of big plays.
And the Broncos are set up at the Pittsburgh 13. Tebow still has it. Tebow to the 8. That's Taylor and Mundy coming up, and it's a 4-yard run.
Always have to be alert for quarterback runs inside the 10.
2nd and 6. Tebow, there he is, taking off Phil. He's got the first down, he's got the touchdown! Tim Tebow takes it across, and the Broncos have a 2nd touchdown of the quarter. Just as you called it, Phil, Tebow, that was the play call all along, and running behind Zane Beadles and Orlando Franklin, 8 yards and a touchdown.
Well, let's watch what happens. You spread them out, and then watch, you said it, Jim, watch Zane Beadles lead up in there. Good fake by Tim Tebow. He just looks like he's going to throw the screen, and look at 68 leading him up through the hole. And, man, when the big guy gets all that steam going, 245 pounds, it's a fullback running the football. And how about Orlando Franklin, number 74, right tackle getting down the field, getting a good block too.
Thought the timing was great. We had struggled over the last couple weeks, and I think a lot of that progress was because of our quarterback. A lot was said, a lot was written, been a lot of critique on him, and I thought he stepped up in a huge way.
Broncos are doing so well, they're drowning out the Steeler fans.
It's Redmond. And again, he spins out for a gain of 3. Second and 7. Dumerville and others come crashing in. It's Ayers who got to him.
Under center, fakes the throw. Roethlisberger with pressure on him. Down he goes. Inside the 15, that was Robert Ayers. And Roethlisberger slow to get up.
A 3rd down and 16. He's intercepted. He's intercepted by Quentin Carter, the rookie from Oklahoma. And again, Roethlisberger hit the deck.
The fact that he can't move, what happens is that he's going to take some chances throwing the football. It's a 3-man rush. Watch them hug up. And as they do, Ben Roethlisberger, here he comes right into him, knows he has to throw the football before he wants to. He's a little off target, and it leads to an interception. Look at that, DJ Williams, he waited. Now Roethlisberger lets it go because he wants to protect himself.
We knew where he liked to go in the situation. The coaches made a great call. Myself and David Bruton, we had a good disguise, and I rolled into being in the right place at the right time and capitalized on the play.
Hey!
Hey, that's how you make it up, boy. That's how you make it up. Hey, we out this now. Hey, we out here, coach. We out here now. Good job. Yeah. We out this now. I guess the guy was on me. I got to get rid of it. That's all. And you're the closest thing I can see.
And I'm going to try to chip to keep you clean.
I know.
Because they're getting off you on the edge.
I know.
Yeah. If I got a flat or that sticks or something.
Only the third interception at home this year by the Broncos. Had not had one since Andre Goodman picked off Sanchez and the Jets and ran it back for a touchdown. This ball comes rolling back to Tebow. Finds a little opening to fire it to the end zone. Incomplete. Polamalu almost had the interception. There is a flag down. Matthew Willis was the receiver.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense number 92.
It's called on Harrison.
To the goal. First down.
James Harrison far outside to the right. Hits him after he releases the football. Here goes the throw. And that's a good call. James Harrison had time to pull up.
2nd and goal from the 8. Empty backfield. Pass to the flat. It's Eddie Royal. And he squirms to about the 2, maybe the 3. 3rd and goal, and Lance Ball is the running back. And again, that defensive front without Hampton, without Kiesel. Can they make the stop here? Rolling out, Tebow, Polamalu coming in on him, pass thrown, and it's knocked away by William Gay. Matthew Willis appeared open for a moment, but Gay caught up to it. It'll be a 20-yarder for Prater. What a season he's had. A pair of 59-yard field goals, 4 game winners, and now good from 20. Prater, who took over the job a couple of years back from Jason Elam. 17 points in less than 6 minutes.
All right, we take the point. 17-6. That's good. We got the ball back too, huh? Oh, just don't turn over by them. We up on the turnover margin. You know what I'm saying? That's it. That's all we got to do, dog. Yeah, we win the turnover margin. It's a wrap.
The Steelers are down 11, and a bad snap thwarts a potential scoring opportunity.
Uh-oh, the sack goes off Ben's hand. It's going to be rolling back there.
And the Broncos go up the middle with McGahee.
And on to number 23, McGahee. 180! Lights up!
Rolling out. Lobbing it down the field. Open man at the 35. It's his tight end, Daniel Fells, and they've hit another long one in this quarter.
This is a play that they put in and they couldn't wait to run. Here comes Fells. Usually the tight end goes all the way across. He comes across, breaks up the field. It's a new look, so they're not ready for it. Troy Polamalu jumps the in cut. That's what they were counting on, that he would overreact, look to cut off the receiver going across the field. You saw Fells watching Troy Polamalu and made the move up the field. That was excellent play design and tremendous execution.
And it goes for 40. Tackled by William Gay at the 25. First and 15. Up the middle, stretching it out, trying to get 6 out of it is McGahee. And James Ferrier gets credit for the hit. And a 2nd down and 9. Big running lane. First down at the 12. McGahee with a burst that time. Picks up 12.
This is a big, aggressive offensive line, and they can wear you down. And that time what we saw, McClendon couldn't get off the block. The linebacker, Ferrier, misses it, can make the tackle. So they keep running the football. Troy Polamalu getting the tackle on McGahee, but they run it so much, it can tire defense out.
At the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. First down from the Steelers' 13. McGahee tumbles to the 10. William Gay on the hit. Second down and 7. And Tebow guns it at the 5, and it's dropped by Thomas. Short drop back, now roll out. Tebow in trouble, throws it away. He had Harrison breathing down on him. Prater, middle of the field, 28-yard try. Colquitt on the hold. Lonnie Paxton snaps it back, and it is good. One-on-one coverage, and the pass is caught. That was Brown with the catch. Goodman was in tight on him, but the perfect throw, and well done by Brown as well. 25 yards.
Well, Ben Roethlisberger's missed a couple of them today down the field because he's trying to throw it soft and lay the football in there. That time, to heck with that. Threw it on the line. Good throw, good adjustment by Antonio Brown.
Ball out to the 45. Stepping up and finding an open man at the 40. And falling at the 38. It is Emmanuel Sanders, who, according to Coach Arians, is as healthy as he's been all year long. He battled a foot injury late in the year. Picks up 17. Timeout called by the Steelers, leaving them with 1.
This is probably the favorite play when you look at it here. Emmanuel Sanders going to go in the middle. They cross underneath. 2 crosses underneath. They cover it. So look at there, everybody looking underneath, and there Sanders just hooks up in the middle. The Steelers love this. They do it very well. Good recognition by Ben Roethlisberger making this completion. Look at it from behind, let it develop, and a good job stepping up in the pocket. Boy, Von Miller is so close with that cast on his hand, knocking it out of Ben Roethlisberger's hand.
Squeeze him, loosening up. 2 for 2 in this game, both in the first quarter. First down with 51 seconds. Got time, got an open man. It's Sanders, short gain. Stops the clock at 45. Picks up just 6. Second down and 4. Steelers with 1 timeout. Roethlisberger looked long to Brown, and now throws it away. Third down and 4. Oh, and a shaky snap. Ball is out. And it's fallen on by Heath Miller. Well, you got Pouncey out, you got Legursky subbing for him today. Timeout called by the Broncos.
It just comes so fast. Could be for the fact that there was a defensive lineman on Legursky right there. I don't know what he was worried about. It was another 3-man rush, but it's a good job recovering it.
By Heath Miller.
Heath Miller, excellent job. That is tough when that football's bouncing around. And Jim, good timeout by the Broncos. Otherwise, the clock goes down. The Steelers could have waited and said with 3 seconds to go, they could have called a timeout and tried to throw a pass or something down the field on the last play of the first half.
The Broncos take a 2-touchdown lead into the half. But after the break, the Steelers finally find the end zone to close the gap.
Wallace has it, end zone touchdown.
Helmets are flying, and Redmond in the end picks up a yard, maybe 2. They've got Patry and Wesley Saunders in as receivers. Set up screen. And That's Heath Miller out to the 20. 3rd and 3. Can the offense stay on the field? And Brown, this will be a big spot here. It looks like it's right on the line. Goodman dragged them down.
Oh, that's a good spot for sure.
So Brown picks up the first. Dangerous.
It's a lateral.
Yes, that's a fumble. And it should go to the Broncos. They're ruling it incomplete on the field. Champ Bailey putting the hit on Wallace, and it's Dumerville who has the recovery if they want to take another look at this.
John Fox has got that flag ready.
That does not look forward at all.
Remember, for it to be a forward pass, it's got to go forward.
Well, he threw it at the 19, and the ball landed at the 18.
You can't challenge an incomplete pass, though.
What's that?
You can't challenge an incomplete pass. You can catch a completion, but not an incomplete.
We challenge something.
I understand that. I just don't think you can challenge an incompletion.
I don't know what happened.
I don't know.
Denver has elected not to challenge the ruling on the field because the whistle blew when the ball hit the ground, making it an incomplete pass.
And what happens, Jim? They would have gained 1 yard, but John Fox did not want to use a challenge on it there. The purple line, that's the football where he releases it, and it definitely lands behind it. So he would have won the challenge, but only a half yard once the rule was explained to him.
Well, how about that being a backwards pass?
Again, yes, but since they ruled it incomplete on the field, that's why they couldn't give possession to Denver. So John Fox says, okay, then I don't want to challenge it.
So from the 23, they take over 2nd and 10. They maintain possession, I should say. And Roethlisberger fires it. Incomplete. What a hit. Going to David Johnson, and it was DJ Williams. There is a flag out.
There is no foul. There is no foul for unnecessary roughness. For a blow to the head and neck area. There is no foul.
Oh, so that penalty was about this hit. Yes, it's the shoulder. It is under the neck, not to the helmet. Delivered to the chest, so that is legal.
It was DJ Williams who delivered the hit.
I'll tell you what, it shows you just some of the things. As the year goes along, the players are starting to adapt to the new, well, not to the new rules, but that rule of hitting a defenseless receiver.
It was a big point of emphasis this year. 3rd down and 10. Roethlisberger open, good pass, and a first down to Sanders. Snap was a little high again, but then fielded it, picks up 18.
Yeah, it's another blitz. Here they come from the top of the screen. The Steelers, they're all over it. Boy, it's a good thing that Sanders is open immediately because there was a defensive lineman coming straight at Ben Roethlisberger. So no second looks for the quarterback. Get it, throw it.
Ball at the 41, mid-third.
And you can't move as a quarterback rushing straight up the middle.
In the round. And an open lane for Antonio Brown. Slices through that defense for 17. Got a nice block, too, from Heath Miller. Roethlisberger steps aside of the pressure and hits Miller for about 3. 2nd and 8. Redmond. About 2 yards short of the first. Base is 3rd and 2. Redmond picks up the first and he takes off. Takes off inside the 20. Goodman trying to ride him down, but the ball's out. The ball is out at the 1, and it's ruled a touchdown on the field. Now this one's going to be looked at, and I'm going to guess that maybe Redmond was tackled inches short of the goal line. But you had a fumble as the ball hit the ground. Let's see here.
I think the biggest thing is he's down. And you're right, it looks like it's going to be just short. But there's no doubt about it, he has control of the football, knee is down. Now the question is, where do you spot it?
After review, the runner was down by contact with the ball at the 1/2 yard line. It's a first down and goal. The clock will start on the ready for play.
It's Wallace taking it around the right side for the touchdown.
Some drive by the Steelers. Maybe a little fortune. You look back to start it. Wallace in motion, hands it to him. The old college speed sweep.
David Johnson has that side sealed, and then Wallace has his first ever rush touchdown.
But Jim, they're lucky. The incomplete pass that was ruled.
Yep.
The Steelers are back in the game, but Tebow uses his legs to help the Broncos extend their lead.
McGahee has a couple, as Woodley, you see him out there pushing and shoving with Clady. Woodley has been in and out of this game, played about half the time. Second down and 8. Tebow down the field, and there was contact, but no flag. Now there's one. Ike Taylor tangled up with Demaryius Thomas.
Pass interference. Defense number 24. Penalized at the spot of the foul. First down.
Running option. Tebow keeps. Shrugs off a hit behind the line by Woodley and gains 3. Ziggy Hood with a tackle. They've got 3 wides. Fells, the tight end, is wide. Again, Eric Decker is out with a knee injury. Suffered in the first half. Tebow tucks it under, falls for the first. Scrambles for 8.
Well, let's just look at it. Let's be the quarterback. We're Tim Tebow. Look down the field. The receivers, nobody really open. The dump in the middle of the field is open. He decides not to throw it, but everybody's so worried about containing him. No pressure on the quarterback. And that's why I always say when, hey, he's been sacked, I don't know how many times, Jim, in the mid-30s, but that's because he holds it. The initial pressure on him, very seldom do you see it because they're worried about the run.
Second down and 10. Tebow still has it. Tebow runs for another first. We got Harrison to commit. And that left side was wide open. Willis helped block on that side, picks up 11.
Well, James Harrison's got to keep contained. That's who has it there. There's no doubt about it. On the outside, how about Willis? Pretty good job keeping Ike Taylor from getting in there and make the play.
Second down and 10, final minute, third quarter. And that's ball up the middle, advancing it inside the 20 for 5. Third down. Pass on the mark. First down. And that was Ryan Mundy, Clark's replacement, on the coverage. Ball with the reception for 7.
Yeah, nice job by Ball. Getting out of the backfield fast. Really just a one-man read. Third and short. He got the edge, Lance Ball. Good throw by Tim Tebow.
A first down at the Steeler 13. Tebow still with the football, dancing around, takes his 3 yards at the 10. Second and 7. Tebow takes a snap at the 15th, got pressure, got it away to Royal. Somehow, Royal at the 5, a flag is down. It's going to be a blocking penalty, I believe, on Willis of the Broncos as Royal was tackled at the 1.
Pass interference, offense number 12. 10-yard penalty, repeat second down.
Tebow barely got rid of that football. And Timmons was in on him, closing in on him.
Bottom of your screen, number 12. Willis never lets go of the defender. Now, you know, when you throw screen plays, I think it is you have about a 1 yard leeway. In other words, you can go 1 yard down the field and make that block. That's it. Not 10, 15 yards down the field.
3rd and 17.
A lot of check in these spread formations.
They go ground with ball. So Prater's back out to put it back to a 2-score differential, 35 yards. Good job by Colquitt, dead center by Prater. And the lead is 10.
The Broncos are up 2 scores, but they give the Steelers a gift to help keep their comeback hopes alive.
Oh, we got the ball loose, and a big pile up, and the Steelers have it.
Now, the last time the Steelers had the football, they drove 87 yards for a touchdown. That snap comes back with heat, and Roethlisberger with a precision pass to Antonio Brown for a gain of 19.
Well, you said it right, precision. Jonathan Scott now in at left tackle. Look at that window, nobody in front of him. That might be about as good a pass protection Ben Roethlisberger's had all day long. They go to the shotgun, pick up the pace of the game because you want to start playing the odds. Can we get the football maybe 3 more times for 2 scores? That's what they need.
You saw Jonathan Scott out there, left tackle, number 72. Perfect snap this time. Roethlisberger pump fake, open middle. Redmond splits defenders for 9. They go run, and they go big. Look at Redmond take off inside the 30, stiff arm on Carter before he is bumped out of bounds.
Chris Kayamatu, the left guard, watch him pulling around. This is what he loves to do, just seals it to the outside, and then a good run by Redmond down the field. Make that little move, break it outside. Heath Miller, once again, just an awesome blocker from the tight end position. When you break it outside, you need a tight end that can block. The Steelers have one.
Redmond has his first 100-yard rushing game.
You know, he played a grown man game. Just so proud of the way he stepped up and carried the load and did just such an awesome job. So I was incredibly proud of him.
John Clay comes in for him. Fake to Clay. Roethlisberger gets away from the Broncos. On the run, throws to the end zone, and it's out of bounds. He was being chased by the likes of Marcus Thomas. Throws it down in the area of Mike Wallace. Second down and 15. Roethlisberger on the run now. Will take it to the 19. It's a 3rd and 6.
Field goal range, be careful.
Pressure, throws it. Incomplete, knocked loose. There were 3 defenders around Heath Miller, including DJ Williams and David Bruton. Sweesom made 2 in the first quarter. This one's from 37. Papanos on the hold, and Sweesom a perfect 3 for 3 on the day. 1st and 10, Tebow. Gets 11. Tebow getting pretty excited about that with Polamalu in the area.
Well, a lot of times he keeps it, goes outside, and they got him that time. You look at it, Hayward, number 97, coming down for the run. makes a mistake, and boy, Troy Polamalu, he is full speed.
Oh, no call on that.
Yep.
That was Taylor. Had a hold of the face mask. Now on 3rd down, rifles it. Thomas has it, 1st down. Turned around on Taylor and picks up 15 and a 1st.
If you watch this game, almost all these good throws, they go to his left side. He loves it. And this might be the first time I've seen a true back shoulder throw by Tim Tebow to a wide receiver. The motion was tighter, more efficient, and it was a really good throw.
It's footwork, though, a lot, isn't it?
Well, it is. It's a little bit of everything, Jim. It's talking about throwing a big object with a lot of people around you, so it's complicated, but that was one of the better throws of the day for Tebow.
Picks up the 1st near the 50, and there is a nice shake move. Ball is out. McGahee fumbled, and Woodley has the recovery. It was Ryan Monday who knocked it loose. And the Steelers have the football at the 44 with 7.5 to play.
Let's see if he's down, Jim, as he comes through. Ryan Mundy, safety near the line of scrimmage.
You're not going to win that challenge if you throw a flag.
Well, what a job by Woodley picking it up. Let's see when possession comes out.
It's Cameron Hayward who had a hold of him first, and Ryan Mundy.
Yeah, it comes out just before his knees hit.
It happened. They made a great play. Can't take it from them. I had my hands on the ball. They still got it out, and I just asked the defensive players, I need y'all to save me. Just basically, they told me they got me.
McGahee.
Ball's out. Look at that. The knees are not on the ground.
Yep.
That is Ryan Mundy. Twice. These safeties.
After review, the ruling on the field is confirmed. The ball was out before the knee was down. Therefore, it is a fumble recovered by the defense. Denver is charged with their 1st team timeout. That is their 2nd challenge. They have no challenges remaining for the duration of the game.
So out of challenges, Woodley recovers.
McGahee's fumble gives the Steelers new life, and Roethlisberger capitalizes on the opportunity.
Throwing on the run for the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh!
Midway 4th. Touchdown away from tying it. Play action. Roethlisberger in trouble, is decked at the 39, and a loss of 5. It's Bunkley who has hold of him, as well as Doomerville putting on the pressure.
Inside pressure. They're going for the score, trying to go deep down the field. Roethlisberger, even though he steps up, Elvis Doomerville causes the sack. From the outside, he gets the pressure, he steps up. Hard for an offensive lineman like the center, Legursky, to know where the quarterback is.
2nd, and we'll call it 16.
So Bunkley gets the sack.
Patry in as a receiver, empty backfield, and Roethlisberger hits the target. Nice piece of running by Sanders. He could have been stopped for about a 6 or 7 yard gain, and instead turns it into 15.
Wow, how fast. Little short throw. Stack the receivers. The Steelers are very good at giving formations to make sure their receivers, which are on the small side, they're not big and strong and physical. They can get manhandled sometimes to the line of scrimmage. Stack them, they get free releases, then they can catch and run.
3rd down, and 1 to go. Redmond delivers again in short yardage, and the Steelers have a new set of downs at the 42, running behind Heath Miller and David Johnson.
Heath Miller, 83, going to lead across the formation. Good block. How about Jonathan Scott? There you see the block by 83 up inside. Know the situation. Heath Miller is the leader. A little coming across the formation, gets DJ Williams. Jonathan Scott too. Nice job by him. coming in and taking over for Max Starks.
5:40 left. On first down. And able to take it to the 37. Good for 5. Second down and 4. Again, Fields the aggressive snap, and he got a big lane here by Redmond. Shakes off a hit, has the first down. They're going to have to spot that forward progress. Good for the first.
Boy, Ben Roethlisberger, that ankle. Nice catch, being alert. Good blocks outside. Mike Wallace, wide receiver, getting a little block. Chris Keomatu coming around.
And again, you got Doug Legursky filling in for Marquise Pouncey. Legursky, usually the right guard, had to fill in at the Super Bowl as well for Pouncey. Basically the same injury, high ankle sprain.
Well, they're back to 4 defensive linemen, which is the best way to play this Steeler offense.
From under center on first down, they fake to Clay. Roethlisberger going for the tying touchdown to Wallace, and it's almost intercepted. Champ Bailey had a beat on it, but couldn't bring it down. And Wallace, without a catch in this half, was double teamed in the end zone.
From the backside, Mike Wallace trying to run through the defense, but they're all over it. Champ Bailey, good position, undercuts the football and goes for the interception.
Wow, should have had it.
Yes.
50 career picks, 11 Pro Bowls, more than any DB ever. And he knows how huge that would have been had he hauled it in. Second down and 10. He's got the time. Now runs out of the pocket, goes to the end zone, and it is caught for the touchdown. Jericho Cotchery able to hold on to it from 31 yards out, and a squeeze him extra point away from a tie.
Boy, how about that? Jericho Cotchery, we've heard so much about him. Ben Roethlisberger, again, the 3-man rush. The extra time, he stood there in the pocket. It wasn't there. Then he moves out. And what a tough catch down the field, Jim. The first thing, as you look at it, look at the 3 rushers. So you're the quarterback. They're down the field. All that time, nobody open. So Ben Roethlisberger, for really the first time, breaks the pocket. The receivers, they don't stop working. And that move, and what a catch by Cotchery.
3 receivers to the left. He's back. He waits. He looks. He runs forward. He's going to run and throw it on the run for the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! How about that?
Hey, that's a hell of a play. You hear me? That's a hell of a play.
Hell of a play, baby.
Good job, guys. Good job, good job. Hey, it's about heart now. That's all that's left is about heart. How much heart you got? Let's roll.
With their season in jeopardy, the Broncos defense comes up with a crucial stop.
He dropped the ball, and that is not good.
Each team with 2 timeouts. In the line, they go back to McGahee, and he is met by McClendon and others. Tebow's got time, and he's got his man at the 33. It's Daniel Fells with the catch, the tight end. Gain of 17.
How about that? Well, it's because they ran that one play before. Fells comes across. There's no safety this time coming up to cut that crosser. Troy Polamalu got beat once before with it. That time, see what happens? It's a chain reaction. Good job by Tim Tebow pulling up, throwing another good throw.
Released it just in time before Hayward knocked him down. First down. And again into the line for a couple with McGahee.
Another first down, they'll be in field goal range.
Well, with Prater's leg.
Yeah, I'm just kidding, of course.
Well, twice this year he's made it from 59. They will go shotgun here. Pocket collapsing on Tebow. Tries to break away. Somehow does. Down the field and incomplete. So 3rd and 8 coming up. Pressure from Woodley and Cameron Hayward. The rookies had a very active game here, pinch hitting for Kiesel.
Hard to bring him down. Remember, he's every bit of 240 pounds, and he just plays heavy too. They wanted a face mask.
Same thing happened last week against Kansas City. They didn't get a call.
They didn't get a call, but I'll never forget Derek Johnson, linebacker for Kansas City, says, hey, this isn't a quarterback you go, I can't wait to hit him. Remember, he says, you are hitting an NFL running back.
Will they keep the football or punt it away? 3rd down and 8. Plants the feet, fires the pass short. He was going to Demaryius Thomas, and now Colquitt will come out to punt.
He had him. The protection, they blitzed. Look at the pocket. It's pretty good. Nice shuffle in the pocket by Tim Tebow, but that's a tough throw. Defense playing safe. Thomas coming across, just underthrown.
Can Roethlisberger engineer the great 4th quarter comeback, or will we have the first postseason overtime game with the new rules? As Roethlisberger's in trouble and is taken down at the 18 by Von Miller. Roethlisberger almost had that ball come out.
Protection was very good. Nobody open down the field. Good adjustment by Von Miller. Get off the block when the quarterback moves.
That ball switched hands with Roethlisberger. He was able to hold on to it, loss of 4. Clock running inside 110. Roethlisberger. All kinds of time, and it is a completion for a first down to Antonio Brown.
What a catch. What a catch.
How about the time?
The time, but to stand in there so close. I thought it was going to be knocked out of his hand. He stood in that pocket where it's collapsed about 1,000 times in his career. Not easy to make Ben Roethlisberger panic.
They don't use the timeout at 34 seconds. Down the field they go, and another great catch. This time it's Sanders. The 2 young receivers, Brown and Sanders, who don't get all the attention that Mike Wallace does. But big catches on the last 2 throws. 18 picked up here.
Jim, safety blitz. They're ready for it again. The up the field, the little routes. Looks like a blitz.
On first down from the 45 of Denver. Roethlisberger wanted, unloaded, the ball is out, and he falls on it back at the 43. Watch the clock here. It was Dumerville who knocked it loose.
It's a 3-man rush again. Lots of time. You're right, Jim. Elvis Dumerville dives and knocks it out of his hand.
I got dirt in my eye.
Here's McGahee, who had a costly fumble in this 4th quarter.
3-man rush will give Ben Roethlisberger time to move and still throw it down the field, and maybe they can spike it to get the field goal try. And it is.
Coming in on Roethlisberger. Shakes off the hit, throws, batted away by Bailey. Big time play. That was going to Hines Ward. Roethlisberger looks, dumps it off Redmond. Redmond can go to that sideline and get out of bounds, and he does at the Denver 49. And now here you go. This would be that 66, 67 yard. If you go for the field goal.
I think you try it.
Which would be the longest field goal in the history of the league.
How about that?
Well, Sweezum looked like he was ready to go.
They're not going to take the chance because if they try it, kicks it low, gets blocked, who knows what happens.
So Big Ben, who got his name Big Ben because of a Hail Mary pass he completed his sophomore year in college at Miami University to win a game, will not get a chance to get it away. We're going to overtime. Robert Ayers puts an end to that.
Good strategy. Don't give him the extra time. What they do, they actually blitz him in this situation. You have 5 rushers because they're not going to let him run around and throw one into the end zone. Great strategy by Dennis Allen, defensive coordinator. And Ayers, another key figure today, played very well.
The game is headed to overtime, but after the break, Tebow leads the Broncos to a legendary finish.
Touchdown, Denver, it's over!
I don't know if we needed something.
Let everybody know the new overtime rule.
Yep. All go.
You get the ball, you almost, what do? You receive it or do you receive it?
No, you receive it because the only time the other team gets the ball is if you go the opener and kick a field goal. We go down and score a touchdown, it's over.
Game's over.
Yeah, so you want the ball.
Your choice. You called tails. It is heads. Denver's won the toss. He likes to receive.
Well, this new rule was really put in to eliminate the one possession win, especially the one possession bing, 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 3 plays and the cheap field goal win to close out a season. It's only in the postseason. There you see the rules. All the challenges will come from the booth. And here we go. First snap of the overtime. The Broncos have been in 3 overtime games this year. They won them all.
Got him.
Got him at the 40. It's Thomas at the 50. Stiff arm got him free to the 30, to the 20. Thomas to the 10. Denver's going on to New England. They win it on the first play of overtime. The new rules. You got to score 6 on the first possession to close it out. They do it on the very first play. He was open at the 40. Tebow hit him in stride, and there was a stiff arm by Thomas delivered at midfield that basically ended the game.
They played run defense. Nobody back in the middle of the field to help. We've said it, Jim, that's their #1 play action pass. They throw it almost always to Tim Tebow's left side. And let's look at it. Thomas to the top of the screen, just runs this route. We've seen it a few times. Look, nobody's in the middle. Everybody at the line of scrimmage playing run. Nice fake. Oh my gosh, nobody back. And Thomas, how about that speed? Outrunning both defenders for the touchdown.
Ryan Mundy and Ike Taylor were the 2 back deep. And it's a stiff arm on Taylor that set him free.
It was an inverted zone coverage where the safeties were close to the line of scrimmage so that they could play alley responsibilities in terms of the run game. And, you know, they had a nice play action on them. So they made a nice football play, and obviously we didn't.
It was a great call, first of all. It's something that we had ran earlier in the game, and to stop some of our zone read stuff, they were bringing the safeties playing like a blitz zero look, but not blitzing the backers inside. And it was a great call by Coach McCoy, and we wanted to try to get DT in there, behind the safeties blitzing, and he did a great job getting off the corner and just waited till it passed the second window from the backer and just tried to fit it in there, and he made a great catch and a great run after the catch, and offensive line blocked phenomenal.
Walking up to the line and I saw the safety come down, I was like, this is going to be a big play. The middle of the field was wide open, and all I had to do was beat the corner. And once I beat him, it was like number green grass. And if I made him miss, I knew I was going to score. I actually didn't know we won the game until I had like 10 players run back there, and I looked out and I saw a lot of people on the field, and it was just exciting at the time.
I'm just so blessed to have an opportunity to be the quarterback for the Denver Broncos and play a game in front of such great fans and with great teammates, and I'm just very thankful for the platform that God has given me.
We're starting to gain some of that confidence I think it takes to become a championship football team, and we won our division championship. You know, now we're competing for different kind of championships.
Short motions, Eddie Royal, 10, play fakes, in the pocket, sets, throws, pass, top, Kadarius Thomas, out over the 45, midfield, here we go, 40, 35, big race, 20, 15, 10, touchdown, Denver is over!
Thanks, man. Excellent job.
Hey, thanks for keeping me back in my job for another week. Hey, man, all seriousness, all right? People said you couldn't, people said you can't, and you did. All right, I'm proud of you for that. Took a lot of guts, a lot of heart, a lot of hard work, and you're to be commended. Let's give yourselves a hand. Everybody that was here tonight gets a game ball. Hey, Broncos on